playing Call of Duty and they running that door. Hula.
What's going on, you guys? So, there's been a lot of rumors and speculations as to who is Terrence Crawford's next opponent. Bob Arum recently came out and named 3 guys. Jose Zepeda, who just went tooth and nail with Hank Lundy. Prior to that, he beat Ivan Barashnik in a very good fight, but against Hank Lundy, he went tooth and nail. And then we got Jose Ramirez, who just lost against Josh Taylor in the undisputed fight. And then we got Regis Prograis, who said that he hasn't heard anything about this from Bob Arum or anybody. This is just Bob Arum throwing names out there. But really, Terrence Crawford's last fight is to let his contract run out with Top Rank. That's his last real battle. Okay, I don't think it'll be smart for Terrence Crawford to fight anybody, and he should just let his contract run out. Now, if he was to fight anybody, it should be Dennis Ugas, since Ugas is still WBA super champion. So he should fight Ugas if anybody, but if not, just sit out and wait. Because Bob Arum is going to give Terrence Crawford probably a cheap fight on his way out. He's not going to want to pay for a big fight for Bud on his way out or anything like that. Bob Arum is just not that type of guy to do something like that. And Terrence Crawford should sit out. You know, you got people saying that Zepeda's next and all these other guys, but according to Team Crawford themselves, and according to Bernie said Crawford ain't fighting none of those dudes. And that he would be sitting out until his contract is up. And I think that's the best move to do. And this is what I've been saying for a few weeks now, is that Bud needs to just sit out and don't do shit. Stay in the gym, stay sharp, stay hungry, and wait till your contract is up with Top Rank. That's his toughest battle, and that's the battle that he's been fighting for quite a while now, is this battle with Top Rank. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the whole Top Rank organization, but mostly Bob Arum. Just sit out. You know, Bob Arum is going to try to give you a lower tier fight, a cheap fight, and it's not going to be good look for Bud. So he best off just sit out for this year and see what happens once he's a free agent. Josh Taylor also comes out and says that he fought better opposition than Terrence Crawford, and that may be true, right? That may be true, but these guys, you know, they come out and say this and that about Bud and who he fought and everything, but these same guys aren't really making an effort to fight him either. You're not making a real effort to fight this guy that they see that didn't fight nobody. You know, so it's a bunch of punk shit going on in boxing. You know, if you go be talking shit about a guy like Bud Crawford, then you should be wanting to fight him too. That's why I give a lot of respect to the guys that talk that shit and then they got in there with him. Kell Brook, the Benavidez's, you know, the Jeff Horns, the Amir Khans. You know what I'm saying? These guys was brave enough to get in the ring with Terrence Crawford. So you'll never hear me slighting these guys in any kind of way. Because all these other so-called top fighters, these world champions, these elite guys, they don't make a real effort to go up in there to face one of the pound-for-pound kings in boxing. They never really made a true effort. Errol Spence was playing games, you know, putting hurdles in front of the fight. Fans started helping them block the fight. And now Bob Arum's an excuse for the fight not happening, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, Keith Thurman wants $10 million. Danny wants $10 million. Sean, whatever he wants it. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao wanted $40 million. You know, these guys want a lot of money to fight Terrence Crawford. They say he ain't fought nobody. They say he ain't did nothing, but they not really making any effort to really fight him either. So why would you even mention his name if you're not really interested in fighting him? Right? Josh Taylor, he may hop his ass in the ring with Bud, but Bud Crawford, I mean, Josh Taylor got a mandatory coming up. A mandatory fight with Jack Cantrell or something like that. And by the time he's done fighting that guy, Crawford probably be walking out the door. So if I was Crawford, I wouldn't even wait around for no Josh Taylors or anybody. Because if Josh Taylor, he ain't going to have nobody to fight either. He's going to be in the same predicament. If he moves up to 147, he is a big junior welterweight. If he moves up to 147, he will be in the same predicament as Terrence Crawford is in now. He's going to have a hard time getting fights. Bob Arum don't got any real welterweights for him to fight. And a lot of those guys on PBC side, they're not going to be going over there dealing with Bob Arum and his bullshit and fighting guys like Josh Taylor, who may possibly pull off a victory over some of those dudes under the right circumstances. And if, you know, it just depends. You never know in boxing, right? But yeah, Terrence Crawford, his toughest fight and his last fight is to leave Top Rank. It's not any particular opponent. It's not no Zepeda or no Ramirez or no Taylor or none of those guys. His last fight is to leave Top Rank in the dust. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace out.